Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Y'all, today I'm here with a dream. I did not write this dream, well, type this dream. So I'm just going to go off of memory. So in this dream, y'all, I am hanging out with a friend of mine. We decided to go to see, what I remember the building being is a Pizza Hut, but I think it was like a Popeyes or something like that. But anyways, me and her, we go in a little restaurant. We supposed to be hanging out and eating, and while we are there are like some guys there, and she decides to go over and talk to the guys, and she's just trying to get all the men's attention in the restaurant. And I was just like, girl, what's going on? Okay, so let's get the scripture. The scripture comes from Ezra 8 and 24. Then I set apart 12 of the leading priests, namely Sherebiah, Hashabiah, and 10 of their brothers, and I weighed out to them the offering of silver and gold, and the articles that the king, his advisors, his officials, and all Israel present there had donated for the house of our God. I weighed out to them 650 talents of silver, silver articles weighing 100 talents of gold, 20 bowls of gold valued at 1,000 derricks, and 2 fine articles of polished bronze as precious gold. I said to them, you as well as these articles are consecrated to the Lord. The silver and gold are a free will offering to the Lord, the God of your ancestors. Guard them carefully until you weigh them out in the chambers of the house of the Lord in Jerusalem before the leading and the leading priests and the Levites and the family heads of Israel. Then the priests and the Levites received the silver and gold and sacred articles that had been weighed out to be taken to the house of our God in Jerusalem. Okay, so here's the message. So for someone, you may be feeling a bit insecure, okay? Because you have a friend, or you are friend, like you're friends with somebody, okay, or related to somebody, and their portion is to seek out attention from people, okay? Certain kind of attention from people. They like to, that's their thing. That's their vibe. That's what they do. And you are like, why in the world do, like, regardless to if you are feeling like you don't understand why you don't receive the same kind of attention that they do, or if it's like you don't, like, you kind of don't get them, and God is saying that he sets you apart, okay? You yourself, okay, regardless if you realize it or not, you are valuable, okay? You are valuable, okay? And especially if you are someone, God is calling you to be a priest. God is calling you to be a prophet. God is calling you to be a pastor. He has set you apart. So God is saying what they are into and what they do, it is going to look weird to you. It's going to be strange to you. It's going to be different to you. And like, I bit my tongue as I was saying that. And I'm just feeling like for somebody, it's kind of like, even if you were to try to do what they doing, it's like for some reason you're gonna feel out of place. You will feel weird. You feel strange. You'll feel like something else is going, like you're not gonna understand why, but you're gonna feel as though something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? God is saying that he did not create you for that. And it's not even to say that this person themselves were created for that, but that's what they're doing, and that's what they have come into agreement with that, regardless if regardless to what that may mean. This is something that they have agreed to do. They have agreed to be a lady of the night, or they agreed to do things that are not seen as holy in God's eyes. They've agreed to do things that we would look at and like be like, girl, what you doing? Why are you doing that? That's what they want to do regardless. God is saying he did not create you for that. That is not your portion. That is not what God called you for. That is not what God called you to do. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everything is fine, you know? And sometimes you may just be set apart because God has somebody specifically for you, and they're not going to be okay with that. They're not going to be okay with a woman that is behaving in that manner. Okay, I'm being reminded of this book that I read when I was a little girl. When I was in high school, I used to go to the bookstore and I would read this book. And I would go to the bookstore before work. Sometimes I would just go to the bookstore just for fun, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, regardless as to why I was there, I would go to the bookstore and I would just find myself in a world of excitement reading all the books. The bookstore is not there anymore. Okay, sadly, it is no longer in the Galleria. It is now Forever 21. But anyways, as far as I know, the last time I checked, it's Forever 21 now. It's not the bookstore no more. But anyways, I would read this book about these teenage girls that had like this little clique. I think it was that. It might have been a different one. But anywho, it was about some twins. So there were twin sisters. One of the sisters was quiet. She liked to read. She liked to stay to herself. She was not as outgoing as her sister. Her sister, outgoing. She had friends. She had a boyfriend. She liked to do a lot of things that her sister wasn't okay with. You know, she was kind of like what they call a city girl now, okay? She would go out and she would get attention from men. She would get them for all the money that she could get them for. And, you know, she would play them. And that's what her sister was on. But she was like complete opposite. They were complete opposites. And, you know, sometimes she would get mistaken for her sister and she would get frustrated. She would get irritated, okay? And I just feel like God is saying that, you know, for whoever this is for, you are being set apart. And, you know, long story short, although the girl that, you know, the one that was quiet, she liked a certain guy. Her sister ended up getting that guy because he wanted that kind of girl. But the other sister ended up meeting a guy that was, he was wonderful. He was good. Like, he was better than the other guy because, you know, it's like it's somebody for everybody, first of all. And second of all, I just feel like for whoever you are, like, you have to understand that everybody, like every man don't want a woman that's like that. Okay, first of all, every man don't want a woman that's got on little itty bitty tiny shorts and she's showing her body all the time and she always gotta be, you know what I'm saying? There's some men that want a chill back, laid back type woman. Like, everybody is not looking for that. And I just feel like this is for somebody you feel like you don't understand why you are being treated differently, or maybe you have been treated differently. And God is saying it is okay. Half of the men, if not all of the men that whoever is getting attention from, you don't want them and she probably don't want them. Let's tell the truth. A lot of times, you know, like, you don't realize it, but it is a blessing in disguise. And God is saying that there's no need for you to feel any kind of way. There's no need for you to feel sad. It doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. It doesn't mean that you're not attractive. It doesn't mean that you, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all that to get the person that God has for you. That person is going to love you no matter what. That person is going to want you no matter what. You, like, and I just feel like, I don't know who this is for. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being like real. Like, some men don't like that. There are some men, and I'm speaking from experience, there's some men, they don't like women that are always out trying to get attention. They don't like women that always got on something that is like super, like, they don't like it. And on top of that, in this world that we live in today, you got to be careful dressing a certain kind of way all the time. You got to be careful acting a certain way all the time. You got to be careful doing certain things all the time, because there are people that are lurking, that are trying to take women. There are men that want to take you and take you and get you hooked on stuff and take you across the world or take you to like, you got to be careful. And God is saying that the kind of attention that you are craving, the kind of attention that you're desiring, it's not always good to have that. You can look cute in some sweat, like, okay, just like the outfit I have on today, ironically, okay, going along with the message, okay, you don't have to wear clothes that's tight fitting and to be cute, okay, you don't have to, you don't have to, you can put on something simple and still be cute. And I just feel like God is saying for whoever this is for, you ain't got to do all that. Like, you ain't got to do all that. And like the attention that that person is receiving or craving, if it makes them happy, touche to them, that's wonderful, kudos to them. But God is saying that he wants you to be okay with not receiving that kind of attention. He wants you to receive other kinds of attention. He wants you to be happy with the attention that he gives you, the love that he gives you. And sometimes you can just sit back, baby, and listen to some of the stories that your friend is going to tell you, and you're going to be like, oh man, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. You will be happy. And that's the message. I just feel like God is saying he has set you apart. Okay. He sees you as a piece of gold. He sees you as a precious jewel. Okay. He does not see you the way that you are wanting to be seen. Okay. And in some cases, it could simply be like, let me tell you, there are some men, once again, from my own personal point of reference, okay, there are some men that will avoid talking to you because they know what they want in their mind, and they look at you and they can see that you're not down for that. So they will go to somebody that looks like they down for that. And that's a fact. Okay, I'm letting you know. Straight up. There's some men, if they feel like them personally, they feel like they're not ready to get married, they're not ready to settle down, they are going to skip over the woman that looks like she's ready to settle down and go talk to the one that look like she's ready for a good time. And that's just a fact. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like if it's meant for you to be with somebody, you're going to be with them regardless. So it don't matter. Even if they do decide to skip out on you because they just want to, hit it and quit it. And you just like, okay, what happened? I've had so many people email me saying that God told you somebody is your husband and you don't understand why they not talking to you. Maybe they are not prepared for marriage at the moment. God is still working on them. And that's the message for somebody. Allow God to work on you. Don't be so focused on that man. Don't be so focused on when he gonna come. Don't be so focused on when he gonna start chasing you. Don't stress yourself out about it. There are things that you can do to get yourself ready, to get yourself to a point to where when he is ready to chase you, and he is ready to take you on a date, and he is ready to make you his wife, you ready. So like, don't stress yourself out about why the man is not after you. Don't stress yourself out about why the man isn't coming after you. And in some of these situations and these cases, especially if you done told your friend that you like such and such and you want him and you're interested in him and you want to get his attention, and she go over there and try to get his attention, or she go over there and get his number, maybe your friend is telling you who she is, and that's letting you know she's not your friend. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.